The pineal gland, small, mysterious, and utterly fascinating, has been a subject of wonder for curious minds throughout history. Nestled deep within the brain, it's often been linked to secrets far beyond just biology. Known as the third eye. In various spiritual and cultural traditions, this little gland is more than just a medical curiosity. It's a doorway to realms unseen, a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical. And you know what? This isn't just some coincidence. Centuries ago, thinkers like René Descartes believed the pineal gland was the very seat of the soul. Now that's a bold claim, right? But what exactly makes this gland so special, so important? Why do so many ancient cultures attribute it with such power, connecting the body and spirit in ways that leave you thinking, is there more going on here than meets the eye? Here's where it gets interesting. If you've ever felt like something just clicks in your mind during the late hours of the night, between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., you might be onto something. During this time, the pineal gland seems to operate almost like a switch, flicking on a connection to invisible realms, possibly unlocking profound truths about our very existence. It's a period of stillness, of deep introspection, where the noise of the day falls away, and we can access parts of ourselves and the universe that often remain hidden. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Have you ever wondered why so many spiritual practices recommend meditation and self-reflection during the night, or why your dreams feel so much more vivid and meaningful when the clock strikes midnight? Well, the pineal gland might just hold the key to understanding these curious phenomena. So, let's dive into it. What really happens during those sacred hours of 10 p.m. to 3 a.m.? What's so special about the pineal gland, and why do these times hold such significance? This journey we're about to take is where science and spirituality collide, unveiling the mysteries of consciousness and existence itself. To truly understand the pineal gland's impact, we've got to explore both the science and the mystical mystery surrounding it. Let's start with the basics. The pineal gland is a tiny, pine cone-shaped organ nestled smack dab in the middle of the brain, right between the two hemispheres. It's about the size of a small grain of rice, weighing only about 150 milligrams. Tiny, right? But don't let that fool you. Its influence is anything but small. Positioned near the thalamus, the brain's relay station for sensory and motor signals, this gland is perfectly placed to be a vital crossroads between the physical world and the spiritual one. Many spiritual traditions see its central position as a symbol of its crucial role, standing at the intersection of two realms. When it comes to its biological function, the pineal gland is part of the endocrine system, responsible for producing hormones that flow into the bloodstream and influence various body systems. One of its primary roles? Regulating our internal biological cycles, including the circadian rhythm, basically our body's built-in clock. The star player here is melatonin, a hormone that's responsible for managing our sleep-wake cycles. But melatonin's role goes far beyond just helping us sleep. It acts as a powerful antioxidant, fighting off those nasty free radicals that can wreak havoc on our cells. It also has anti-inflammatory properties, shielding our bodies from chronic inflammation that can lead to serious health issues down the line. What's especially fascinating about melatonin is its sensitivity to light. Ever wondered why staring at your phone or computer right before bed makes it harder to fall asleep? Yep, that's because melatonin production can be thrown off by artificial light. So, if you want to give your pineal gland the best shot at doing its thing, it's essential to cut back on screen time and dim the lights in the evening. All right, let's dive a little deeper into the wonders of the pineal gland. Aside from melatonin, this tiny little powerhouse is responsible for pumping out some other key hormones that impact pretty much every part of our well-being. One of the big players here is serotonin, aka the happiness hormone. You know, that feel-good neurotransmitter that helps our brain cells talk to each other. It's like the messenger in our body, facilitating communication and playing a starring role in everything from our mood to our sleep, appetite, memory, and learning. When serotonin's at the right level, life just feels better. You're more balanced. You're happier. You can focus. It's like a natural pick-me-up. But when those serotonin levels dip, well, that's when things can start to go south. Depression, anxiety, you name it. It's like your emotional stability is out of whack. And it's not just about feeling good. Serotonin has a huge hand in how well you can remember things and pick up new information. Studies show that when serotonin's on point, your memory improves, and learning gets a whole lot easier. On the flip side, if serotonin's running low, you might find yourself struggling to focus, losing your train of thought, or even forgetting important stuff. It's like trying to read a book when the pages are all blurry. But wait, there's more. If you thought serotonin was the only star of the show, think again. Enter arginine vasotosin. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But it's a hormone that works behind the scenes to help you sleep deeply and feel rested. It's not as famous as serotonin, but it's pretty crucial for keeping your sleep quality in check, especially during those deepest, most restorative stages. Think of it as your personal sleep guardian, ensuring that when you sleep, you really sleep. Then there's epidolon. This hormone's a bit of a genius when it comes to supporting brain function. It sharpens your mental edge, making learning easier and memory more solid. It even helps synchronize your biological clock, keeping your body in sync with the rhythms of life. Epidolon's like that gentle push that keeps you feeling mentally sharp, energized, and even gives you a little boost in longevity. Now, if you think the pineal gland is only about hormones and sleep cycles, hold up. There's a whole other layer to this little gland that stretches far beyond biology and into the realms of the spiritual. The pineal gland isn't just a player in our endocrine system, it's often viewed as a gateway to something much deeper. Throughout history, it's been revered as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Heck, even René Descartes, the French philosopher, thought it was the seat of the soul. He believed that the pineal gland was where our mind and body met, the perfect spot for divine interactions to occur. Sounds wild, right? But it made sense to him back in the 17th century, and it still resonates with many spiritual traditions today. Descartes saw the pineal gland as a kind of meeting place, a spot where our thoughts and actions come together. It's where the physical world and the divine could, in theory, overlap. Fast forward to today, and many still believe in the pineal gland's mystical powers. The idea of it being a third eye is popular across both ancient and modern spiritual practices. This third eye is thought to be the seat of intuition and enlightenment, the gateway through which we can see beyond our physical limitations. It's like a radar for the hidden, a way to tap into knowledge that's just waiting to be uncovered. So whether you're looking at it from a scientific angle or a spiritual one, the pineal gland is more than just a tiny organ nestled in the brain. It's a vital player in both our physical and spiritual health, one that continues to fascinate and inspire all who seek to understand its mysteries. And who knows, maybe it holds the key to some of life's biggest questions. The pineal gland. Huh? It's this tiny little thing tucked away deep in the brain, but it's got the whole world buzzing. Scientists, researchers, and spiritual seekers alike can't seem to get enough of it. There's this idea that when you activate the pineal gland, you're not just waking up to a brighter day. You're unlocking some next-level states of consciousness, diving deep into a realm of spiritual understanding. It's like a secret door, just waiting to be opened. Practices like meditation, yoga, and a bunch of other spiritual traditions are all about strengthening this little powerhouse. They believe that these activities help you activate the pineal gland, leading to transcendental experiences that feel like stepping into another dimension. And this idea is nothing new. The ancient Egyptians, wise beyond their years, saw the pineal gland as a symbol of spiritual power. Ever heard of the Eye of Horus? It's one of the most iconic symbols from ancient Egypt, representing spiritual, vision, and divine protection. Now, here's the thing. This symbol is often tied to the pineal gland, which suggests those ancient Egyptians were already in the know, grasping the deep spiritual significance of this little gland long before we started Googling it. Fast forward to Hinduism, and the pineal gland pops up again, but this time it's linked to the Ajna chakra, aka the third eye. This chakra is like the center of your intuition, wisdom, and spiritual perception. It's where your mind and spirit can see beyond what's right in front of you, opening the floodgates to deeper knowledge. By activating the third eye through meditation and contemplation, you can supposedly achieve enlightenment, like unlocking a cheat code to the universe. And guess what? This whole third eye thing isn't just a Hindu belief. It's part of spiritual traditions around the world. No matter the culture, they all agree on one thing. Awakening the third eye is key to seeing beyond the physical, understanding the mysteries of existence, and diving into the cosmic pool of consciousness. But hey, let's not forget about the pineal gland's night shift. It doesn't just take a break when the sun sets. Nope, it's hard at work, especially between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. This is when the magic happens. This period is often seen as a time for physical regeneration, mental rejuvenation, and spiritual openness. If you've ever woken up feeling somehow refreshed or had a moment of clarity, in the middle of the night, you can probably thank your pineal gland. During those hours, it's cranking out melatonin, the big-time player in regulating your internal clock, aka your circadian rhythm. Melatonin helps you sleep, wake up, and get that balance right. When it's dark, your body gets the memo to produce more melatonin, but once that light hits, it puts a pause on it. That's why staring at your phone screen before bed can leave you tossing and turning. It messes with your melatonin production and throws your sleep patterns off course. When you hit the pillow at night, something magical happens. It's not just about getting some shut-eye, it's about your body working overtime to fix, repair, and refresh itself. In those deep stages of sleep, the body's like a dedicated mechanic, fine-tuning everything from your muscles to your cells, and at the heart of it all, melatonin. This little hormone plays a major role in making sure these repairs happen smoothly, syncing your body's processes like a perfectly timed orchestra. But melatonin isn't just the MVP of sleep recovery. It's like a secret defender, shielding your brain from the threat of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, with its powerful antioxidant properties. It's got your back in the memory game too, improving both memory and learning. So yeah, sleep isn't just about resting. It's also about keeping your brain sharp. But if melatonin's playing the hero, its absence is like leaving the door wide open for trouble. A deficiency can lead to all kinds of problems: sleep disorders, anxiety, depression, and a whole host of physical health issues. Now, let's talk about those golden hours. Between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., they're often seen as a sacred window for silence and self-reflection. All the noise of the day fades away, and it's just you, the quiet of the night, and a deeper connection to your higher self. It's like a cosmic invitation to turn inward. That's why many spiritual traditions recommend meditating during these hours. It's the perfect time to tap into the pineal gland's power, let the mind settle, and allow the body to soak in the magic of melatonin. Meditation during this time isn't just about relaxation. It's about setting the stage for some seriously profound experiences. Breathing deeply, visualizing light, or repeating mantras are all powerful ways to stimulate the pineal gland. These practices don't just calm the mind, they open doors to new levels of consciousness, where the world as you know it starts to shift. And science has got your back here. Studies show that seasoned meditators often see a spike in pineal gland activity. It's like turning up the volume on your spiritual awareness, making it easier to connect to something beyond the physical world. With regular meditation, you're not just healing your body and mind, you're feeding your soul. It sharpens your clarity, nurtures inner peace, and strengthens that connection to something bigger than yourself. And then, there's the third eye, the famous symbol of spiritual awakening. The pineal gland's activation is said to awaken this third eye, expanding your perception beyond the limits of physical sight. It's like unlocking a higher frequency that lets you see deeper truths. But here's the twist. You don't just wish for it to happen. You need to put in the work. Meditation is the secret sauce. By calming the mind and letting melatonin work, it's magic. You create the perfect environment for the pineal gland to awaken. You can even focus on the spot between your eyebrows, the spot where the third eye is believed to reside. Imagine a beam of light or a symbol of enlightenment there, and let it guide you. Breathing techniques like diaphragmatic breathing and alternate nostril breathing help calm your body and sharpen your focus, like fine-tuning an instrument for a perfect performance. And don't forget about natural light. Soaking up the sun, especially in the morning, is like giving your pineal gland the nutrients it craves. It keeps your circadian rhythm in check, helping balance your melatonin levels. But if you want to keep your pineal gland in tip-top shape, you've got to cut the artificial light, especially at night. Those bright screens you're staring at before bed? Yeah, they're messing with your melatonin production, throwing your sleep cycle out of whack. So, dim the lights, put on those blue light filters, and create a peaceful, dark space at night. Treat your pineal gland like the precious gem it is, and you'll start seeing the rewards. Vivid visions, razor-sharp mental clarity, and a deep sense of peace and connection that's hard to put into words. It's all about making these small shifts in your routine, paying attention to your body's rhythm, respecting the quiet of the night, and nourishing your spirit. Take care of your pineal gland, and it'll open doors to experiences that go far beyond the ordinary. Ever have one of those moments during meditation when you feel like the world around you lights up? Like there's a flash of brightness or a burst of color swirling in your mind's eye. Yeah, that could be the pineal gland waking up, doing its thing, and sparking up the third eye. When that happens, something amazing kicks in. Your consciousness starts to stretch and expand like a balloon filling up with air. Only this air is pure awareness. You're no longer just seeing what's in front of you. You're opening up to something bigger, something that's been there all along but just out of reach. It's like being handed a VIP pass to the universe. You start to know things about yourself, others, the world around you, that you didn't have access to before. It's a quiet explosion of insight that cuts through the noise, sharpening your intuition and making you feel deeply connected to everything and everyone. The feeling is profound. It's like suddenly hearing the heartbeat of the world and realizing that you're a part of it all, not just a bystander. When your third eye opens, the old rules start to slip away. The five senses? Yeah, they're still there, but now they're just the tip of the iceberg. You begin to sense things that can't be seen, felt, or touched. Those little whispers of energy, those subtle shifts in the air. Your mind starts to dance with ideas and emotions that were once hidden in the shadows, giving you a whole new lens to look through. And this isn't just some airy-fairy notion. It's like an inner metamorphosis that's both soft and intense at the same time. One moment, you're stuck in old habits and thought patterns that keep you stuck in a loop, and the next, it's like the walls have come down. Suddenly, you're free to step into new ways of thinking and being, ways that align with who you truly are, your real purpose in life. This change, it's not a light switch flicking on. It's more like the sun slowly rising over the horizon, brightening everything in its path. You start to experience life with more authenticity, more joy, and, dare I say it, more peace. You've tapped into something greater than yourself, and it's hard not to feel a little bit awestruck by it all. But here's the thing. These aren't just cute little shifts that make you feel good for a while. These are life-altering, perspective-shifting experiences that open doors to deeper understanding, not just about the universe, but about your role in it. They teach you that everything is connected. People, animals, nature. They're all part of the same vast, beautiful tapestry. And when you see that, it sparks something deep inside. It makes you want to do your part to help, to heal, and to contribute to something bigger than your own personal journey. So, if you felt this shift, if this all resonates with you, remember that this is no small thing. You're stepping into a whole new world of awareness, one that can change everything about how you see yourself and your place in the grand scheme of things. Thank you for taking this ride with me. If this video spoke to you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from it. And hey, drop a comment below. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear about your own experiences. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.